What is going on, guys? In this video, I'll go over the free agency signings that the Seahawks have made this past week. The first player we'll be going over is Cooper Kupp. Now, I really like this signing. Cooper Kupp brings a lot of experience, and I still think he's a solid player. Ever since, 2021 was by far his best season, and that's actually one of the best seasons ever by an NFL wide receiver. However, his production has dwindled down, and he's become more of a good player, not really a great player. But I still like this signing. I mean, you really needed that second wide receiver next to JSN. So this is a solid signing. I mean, it's not really, I wouldn't call this a franchise-altering signing, but it's pretty good. The next player we'll talk about is DeMarcus Lawrence. I think that this is a solid signing that comes with some risk. He is coming off a pretty significant injury last year. He only played 4 games, and then he was out for the rest of the season. In terms of his stats, his sack numbers have dropped significantly in the last couple of years. However, he's still a pretty good run stopper. And, he was a Pro Bowl player a couple of years ago. So, when he's healthy, I think he's pretty good. But the injury risk might be a little bit of a concern. But hopefully that doesn't happen. And I think that's what the Seahawks are betting on. What's interesting about this signing is that Adam Dury, the defensive coordinator for the Seahawks, coached DeMarcus Lawrence when he was with Dallas. So there is a little bit of a connection with the Seahawks here. So, yeah. The next player we'll talk about is Marquez Valdes-Scantling, also known as MVS. What Marquez Valdes-Scantling brings is experience, and not just experience, but experience with good quarterbacks. He's played with Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. He's also played in important playoff games and Super Bowls. He won 2 Super Bowls with the Chiefs, for example. So there's that. In terms of the stats, he doesn't have eye-popping stats or anything like that, but he's a solid player. So, it's a solid signing. I'd say it's a tier below, Cooper Kupp and the DeMarcus Lawrence signings, but he's a solid player. And another thing he brings is familiarity. He played under Clint Kubiak's system last year, so it will be easy for him to sort of be part of this offense. I'm going to quickly go over this section. This is just sort of like the depth pieces that we signed. So first off, you got Josh Jones, and he's an offensive lineman, but he's not really well known, and it's a 1-year deal. He plays tackle. I guess they might use him as a swing tackle, or he could be a backup. I guess what's interesting is that Abe Lucas does have an injury concern, right? He hasn't played a full season in a while, so he could be a backup for him. And then the next one is Shamar Jean Charles. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we don't really know much about him as well. But he played cornerback, he played on defense. He also played on special teams as well. So, yeah, these guys aren't well known, and they are more for depth. I'd expect the team to sign more guys like this as well, maybe even a tier above this. I expect the team to make more low-profile free agency signings, similar to the sort of depth pieces that I talked about in the previous section. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys next time.